Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, sayonara, hello, bon voyage. I don't even know if that's hello, but good evening, everybody. Today, this is the first of many. This is the inaugural Lance Listens podcast. This is where I'm going to be interviewing people that I hold near and dear to me, or people that were once in my life that are no longer, people that are. It's just a whole bunch of connecting the dots on this podcast. And episode 1 is no other than my man, Franklin Wilson. Someone who I played basketball with since I was probably 8 years old myself. 8 years old, 9 years old maybe. His dad was coach. And we're just going to dive in from the time that we were playing ball and the time now. He's turning 30. So, without further ado, Franklin Wilson. Hello, my brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for having me on.
Man is coaching. He does basketball, still follows basketball. Don't want to say he followed in his father's footsteps, who knows, but we're going to get right into that. So, let's just start back from when we were kids, Face.
Right.
What got you into basketball, man?
Right, so my dad, he put a ball in my hand before he put anything else. Before it was cartoons and cereal and all of that, I was running around with a ball, bro, from the time I could remember, probably age 2, 3, and I just loved it. And one of my earliest memories, my dad used to have to drop me off at daycare early, so I'd be the first kid there. So I get there, they asking, which cartoon does he want to watch? What does he want to watch? You put Elmo on? My dad nah, turn at the sports center and just leave it on till the rest of the kids get here. So my dad just put the ball in my hand from a young age, but not just basketball though. He had me playing every sport. And he just wanted me to be active and just know what it feels like to be a part of something bigger than yourself. So he definitely wanted me, playing sports and getting acquainted to being around different people and just know how to carry myself and, be a part of a team.
You think sports, just all in general, helped you navigate life easier?
Yes.
I always think that's a thing as well.
Yeah, so when my coach used to say that to me, I couldn't really see it then. But sports is just life lessons. Each different game, practices, all just building you up for life experiences once you become an adult. So even kids that I talk to and they tell me, even kids that's not into sports, I feel just play a sport. Even if you don't want to, just to learn how to be a part of a team and take direction, dedicate your time to something and just try to get something out of it. So, yeah.
Now, when we were growing up, was basketball something, obviously you were, dribbling early and stuff and shooting early, but was it something that you enjoyed? Was it fun or was it just...
Yeah, I tell people, I didn't need my dad to tell me we going to play basketball or we going to park or we going to this practice or that practice. I wanted to do it. Yeah. So it made it an easier transition when he told me, all right, I got you in 5 different leagues and on 5 different days. I was with it. Yeah. It wasn't like my dad was making me, forcing me to go. Yeah, it felt good to me. And something I tell a lot of people, my 12th birthday party, I had a surprise party at the Boys and Girls Club. So my birthday party was playing basketball, hooping. And I was happy when I walked into that surprise party. I walked into the Boys and Girls Club. My dad spun it to me like we had a game. I said, on my birthday? Yeah, this is lit. I walked in, it's a surprise party. So little stuff like that, I always wanted to be around the game, man. I enjoyed it, yep.
So, we're going to segue into that, I guess. So having your father as your coach, was he always your coach? Did he, the moment you were in organized hoops?
Yeah, so
he was your coach?
All throughout elementary, he was my coach, all my AAU situation. But once I transitioned to middle school and high school, my dad took a step back and he allowed my coaches to coach me. And I'm thankful for that. My dad wasn't one of them type of parents yo, the coach said this, but I'm saying this. No, whatever your coach tell you to do it. If you feel like something's not going your way, you figure it out. Yes. We ain't blaming the coach. We ain't having talks with coaches. Just go through adversity, figure it out. And with my dad being a coach, I took well to coaching. Yeah. I'm giving eye contact. Yeah. I'm doing what you say. I'm not giving no rap back. I'm just ready to, be a better person and a better player. So I think that helped me with my dad being a coach because it was way easier for me to take coaching once I got to the higher levels. And, it was an easier transition coming from, playing for your dad.
No, that's great because obviously my dad wasn't a coach, but I guess I was always receptive to coaches. It's not like I was a disrespectful student of the game. But I think had I had, you know, my father coaching, I don't know what the dynamic would have been. You know what I mean? I guess that's something that I never had to relate to. Is it more or less, am I listening to dad right now? Am I listening to coach?
So,
like,
bro, it was times where we couldn't even ride in the same car after games, bro.
Yeah. No,
my mom like, yo, you gotta come with me, so it's not a fist fight on the way home. Like, it was that intense because we was both so passionate. So I had to hate him at times because, like, man, like, come on, Dad, I'm doing the best I can. But he know it's another level I can get to, even when I don't see it. So it was definitely times where I felt like, yo, is this affecting our father-son relationship? Real rap. Like, I had to ask him, like, is this affecting us as dad and son? But overall, I wouldn't trade it for the world. So, yeah, shout out to my dad.
Shout out to Coach Frank, man. You always going to be Coach Frank to me. Little story I said I had to mention because I had to say it behind the scenes, so I got to say it when the lights is rolling. But, Coach Frank, I fucking hated you, dog. Like, but you brought so much competition out of me, so, like, I appreciate you in the same breath. It was younger me hating the fact of, like, damn, bro, these games is at 10 a.m. Younger me, I'm waking up at 8:30. I'm stretching this shit.
Bowl of cereal.
I'm lacing these bitches up. I get in the layup lines. I'm facing your team, and I'm like, yo. I'm just doing layup lines, and it feels like we going against the. If y'all ever watched the Mighty Ducks, the second one I think it is, it felt like we was going up against Iceland. Motherfuckers ain't smiling. No handshaking. It was
intense.
We're here too. I appreciated Coach Frank. You really did put that fire in me. Pause. It was crazy. I needed to beat y'all, and for the longest y'all whooped our ass. And the moment that I did win against y'all, I remember I'm in Walmart or Kmart, whatever fucking thing it is, and my dad's looking at me. I'm walking around pissed, like mad. Like, we won. I'm mad as fuck. He's like, yo, why you look so mad? I was like, because we just played Coach Frank's team, and I, like, you saw what happened. Like, I had to go do that. But again, shout out to you because you did. If you didn't inspire a lot of people, like, I'm sorry that they weren't inspired. You know what I mean? It was that type of inspiration. Now we're going to get into the topic of, I know we've been, dabbling in here and there. What exactly really made you want to start coaching? Was it, again, I feel like we tackled into the fact of...
And, bro, I'm a humble guy, but, like, I'm competitive. So once, like I told you, once I started dabbling, volunteering, now my competitive juices is kicking in.
So now I got it.
Now I'm studying it. Now I'm looking around at the high school landscape and the college landscape like, yo, these coaches they can't coach like me. Like, I know I can really coach, and I know the game of basketball, bro. Like, I know basketball. I watch it. I study it. So now I'm like, all right, I got my feet wet volunteering. Now I'm ready to get in the mix.
Do you appreciate your time, I guess, on like a more recreational type of level of coaching, or do you like being competitive in the school landscape?
No, I needed to put the 1,000 hours in. See, a lot of these dudes now are skipping 8,000 hours. They just jumping from, they just wake up and say they a coach, and they just get placed on the AAU team. They coach AAU, then they go coach at a high school. I put 1,000 hours in, bro, between the YMCA, the boys club, anywhere. Just, anybody that needed some youth help, volunteer. I put my 1,000 hours in, bro, and it made me appreciate it when I got to the school landscape. Because now this is a different atmosphere. Now it's a different, So I think anybody that wants to get into coaching or think they can be a coach, go put your 1,000 hours in first. Go volunteer your time. And then you're going to feel more ready to go and feel more like you deserve it when you get to that school situation. So I feel like I needed to put them 1,000 hours in.
So when you're coaching, you're taking it from, you're tackling it from a real person's standpoint. It's not just, I'm here to coach, I'm here to get this check. It's on some Coach Carter shit. It's real, like, you're really trying to help develop young men. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, growing them from, children into young men. You know what I mean?
Bro.
And I think more people need to appreciate that. I think everyone, as a whole, just when you look at the landscape of coaching and just basketball right now from a youth standpoint, whether it be rec leagues or just AAU and, whatever the case may be. I mean, we know politics is still involved and shit, like, you know what I mean? But regardless, it's refreshing to see someone who is actually here to help, you know, help, not raise, I don't want to say raise, but just really help develop these kids into young men.
Yep.
So, did you feel like at a young age that because your father was a coach, was that something that you kind of saw yourself doing at a young age, or is that something?
Nah, I honestly didn't ever think I'd be a coach, bro. When you so invested as an athlete and as a player, first of all, you never think the day is going to end. You never think you're going to have to unlace them sneakers and just put them, not in the trunk of your car, but in the closet. Like, it's over for now. It's over, right? So I wasn't thinking ahead to, you know, becoming a coach. But I feel like God put stuff in your life at the right time. And I think when I got my first introduction to becoming a coach, it was at the right time, because I'm looking at it like, man, I know I'm not my dad, so how do I just jump in? You see what I'm saying? Because my dad been doing it his whole life. I'm picking it up in my 20s. How do I just jump into coaching? But it was actually a smooth transition, because I just started out volunteering my time just to get my feet wet. Volunteer at the YMCA, ref some games for the kids, and then the more you around it, you gonna love it because you love the game and you love helping kids out. So I didn't expect it, but once I got in, I kind of like fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing. And one of the, I guess, last questions for, you know, the memory lane right here is, what do you appreciate more now from then that you can look back and just take from it that you really might have not been listening to, or just, you know?
It's a couple things, but one thing that I appreciated just sitting here with you is the different people I met through the game of basketball. Like when my dad first brought me out Paxton and I met all of y'all, I'm like, yo, some cool people out here. Like I'm meeting some real friends, even though it's competition. These are some cool friends I'm meeting out here, and like I said, you guys introduced me to, you know, a different way of living, a different style. I'm at Brightbill Park. You know, them Brightbill games under the lights, it felt a little different. It felt a little different. The eyes was on you. So I appreciate the friendships that I made through not just basketball, but all sports I played. I think back when I was a kid, I might have just took that for granted, meeting so many different people. But these is 20-plus-year-old friendships off of a game of basketball. So
No, we can fuck moving the train past memory lane, because we didn't even tackle the Paxton days in themselves. We just kind of went into Coach Frank. But man, Paxton in itself, I feel like the Paxton days had everyone that I viewed as like a threat competitively. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was, because it was like intramural. Not that there were like, you know, I don't even know, what's her name? What's the shorty from Indiana? Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark,
Caitlin Clark's out there, but the fact that that's going on, and then it's kind of also older kids, like CL might have been older than me.
Shout out to CL.
You know, shout out CL. Shelby was older than me.
Avery
was, oh man.
Like, they was, bro, I looked at them like goats. Like even somebody like you, bro, y'all was older than me. So like I was looking at y'all in a different type of light. Like I know when we get on the court, I'm lacing them up, but I'm like, yo, these dudes putting in the groundwork like every season out past, and y'all in the mix. And the thing I liked about y'all is y'all battled each other. Like nobody was ducking no smoke.
No.
So that's, and I feel like the teams was made like, yo, like everybody got a guy.
We at least have a 1-2.
You got a guy, like you got a guy. So them Paxton days, bro.
Paxton days were great.
Yeah, that was a good experience.
A lot of also, someone else I need to shout out for being a good hooper is my cousin Mike Pigeon. Motherfuckers don't know, Mikey P really used to really cross people to fuck up. We used to joke around and call him the professor, but like, Mike was really like that. So shout out to Mike.
Shout out.
Again, just the Paxton days really brought up. Jared Tingler was also a threat. I loved having him on my team. That man was a DeJuan Blair. Shout out to that random.
That was cool.
That was DeJuan, real hooper, real hoop knowledge right there. But that was Jared Tingler. Either way, man, even Corey had a good shot. My other cousin Corey had a shot. Like, it was a lot of shit from those Paxton days that was crazy, because I went to Central Dolphins, so I didn't really y'all were all East in like Swadera, and so like I was the only one from Paxton that I felt like had to go to a Central Dolphin environment.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that also helped me out because when we're playing teams like East and Harrisburg, and what have you, I'm not folding up and my legs ain't shaking.
Right, you ready?
Like, bro, I played with these kids when we was, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you already know what's up.
7, 8 years old. So again, let's lace them up, get the fuck on the court, stop bitching. Yeah. And you know, you don't learn that overnight. And
right,
sometimes your teammates hate you.
You gotta go through it.
You just gotta do it. So I'm coming up on 30. I'm coming. You're almost at 30. You know, you're not too far.
Not too far.
How is life right now? Is it what you expected as a child?
I really didn't have expectations, to be honest with you.
Damn.
I didn't really have expectations. I just knew that I had to find something I was passionate at, and you know, make the most out of it. I think my life took a turn when I had my daughter. That gave me a new perspective. She's 4 years old right now, and that made me really see that it's bigger than me. I'm no longer living for myself, but life's good right now. I love watching her grow up every day. Yep. I love being involved with the kids. I work at a middle school, and I'm coaching. So like I tell people, my day starts with a kid, it ends with a kid. Yep. So it's really exciting. Yep.
How do you view your tenure at the last school?
Yeah, so I'm just backpedal a little bit because I gotta tell you the process, because if I skip over the process,
let me know.
That situation ain't even gonna make sense. So I got my first opportunity going back to Harrisburg High School and to coach under Damone Maxwell. I'm very appreciative. He put me into the coaching landscape at the school level. He gave me my first opportunity. Again, you had to do your 1,000 hours. I started at the junior high level. 7th and 8th grade, they brought back 7th and 8th grade for high school, for middle school sports in the Harrisburg School District. Now, you know how Harrisburg is set up. It's a lot of different middle schools, a lot of different kids, different areas. We trying to bring them all together to be on a basketball team. A lot of this is not even about basketball. This is about trying to get young men on the right track, get them prepared to go to high school, prepared to be a man in life. So those 1,000 hours, the basketball part of it was cool, but like I said, it was way bigger than basketball. After that, I transitioned to the freshman coach at Harrisburg. That was a great experience. Got to learn a lot, got to see a lot on the varsity level, being an assistant. So that was my first 4 to 5 years, just being an assistant, watching the process, and seeing what it takes to run a program. Yeah. Fast forward, last spring, I got an opportunity to get my own program at Northern Lebanon. The athletic director, Scott Kuiper, he took a chance on me. 27-year-old young man, he gave me the head varsity job at Northern Lebanon, which I was very appreciative for, very grateful for. Just as far as the basketball side of it, we finished 10 and 12. Of course, not what I wanted to do, but an improvement from the last 6, 7 seasons, the most wins. We were a game away from our section playoffs. So a lot of people from the outside looking in, they just think like, oh, okay, 10 and 12, but they don't know the full story. When I got that job there, I made it very clear with my athletic director and all of the administration that it's going to be some growing pains, because I'm not a guy that's just going to come here and just turn an eye to stuff that I see that's not right on and off the court with kids. There's going to be a lot of accountability. There's going to be a lot of hard work. And it's going to be something that's new for some kids, because how I coach, effort is mandatory. You have to want to play defense to even get on the court. Yep. You have to, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you have to really be all in with the programs. At the end of the season, a lot of people see that I wasn't brought back for a second year, and I posted it on my social medias, and as soon as I posted it, I got 1 million, comments. I think you even hit me up asking like, yo, what happened, bro? So I really just wanted to self-reflect for like a lot of time before I just, gave a quick response or say how I felt or what I think happened or that. I wanted to do a lot of self-reflection, talk to the people in my life who, really matter to me, get advice from people that I really respect, because I know when you just give a quick statement, that's a lot of emotion. Yep. You don't have time to let things, simmer.
And you can't take it back.
You can't take it back. You can't take it back. But I definitely want to talk on what happened at Northern Lebanon. The lazy answer would be just sit right here and say, it's because I'm black.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm black, guys. So I don't want y'all to think that I got fired for being black. No, they knew who I was when I got there. Now I will say, I think they may have been a little bit confused about what type of guy I am. Again, I'm not a guy that's just going to go there, steal a check, kick my feet up. No, I really care. Like, I'm passionate. So I'm putting my all into this. So, like, when I tell y'all that during the interview, believe me. Mm-hmm. Like, we about to work hard all summer. We in tournaments, we in team camps, we doing this all summer. And some kids ain't going to like that. Yeah. Some parents might not like that. But I know when that season rolls around and we like a whole new team, like, oh, this ain't the Northern Lebanon from the last 5 years that been winning 2 and 3 games.
It's a different approach, right?
Then I lost 3 seniors, bro. Mm. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So in one of the articles, they said my 3 seniors got hurt. No, they didn't. I had 1 senior quit. Mm. He didn't want to be a part of it. And it was no hard feelings. He just didn't want to be a part of what was now going to be taking place. Yeah. I had another senior parent tell him he's quitting.
Okay.
After 1 scrimmage.
Damn.
They weren't feeling the rotation after a scrimmage. a single scrimmage, not a game. What AI say? Not a game.
Not a game.
So that parent made it quit, and then I had another senior quit. So when you put all that together, and then you see the 10 and 12, now that 10 and 12 look different. You just won 10 games with some talented underclassmen. I still had 2 seniors that stayed. Shout out to Kel and Andrew. They battled with me. But yeah, it was a lot of controversy. A lot of parents didn't like my passion. Yeah. They didn't really understand it. And I throughout the season, I self-reflected and said, okay, let me try different approaches. You know, let me take a step back. Let me examine myself. And I think changes were made. But at the end of the day, I was just thinking about this because next Friday is one of my favorite movies. Mm-hmm. Day, Craig. And there's a scene in that movie that describes exactly what happened to me at Northern Lebanon. Craig was getting off of Day-Day's car and he plopped down. Like, yo, my roof. But then Day-Day said, you playing too much. I gotta live here. You don't. You're gonna get me in trouble with them. And that's how I felt, how my athletic director felt. He loved me. Yeah. But he gotta live there. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. So it was above him, and he brought me in for my exit meeting, and he really couldn't look me in my eyes and tell me why I'm not coming back. But I knew what it was already, and that's what I told him, bro. I'm not mad at you. I know this is above you. Yeah. This is above you, brother. I know the school board and administration. I know this is above you, bro. But you gotta live here. I don't. Mm-hmm. So. Again, no hard feelings in Northern Lebanon. I wish them the best. But the nastiest part about that whole situation is a guy that I brought on to my staff and gave an opportunity to and heard a lot of combat about it and he ended up staying. Mm. And this is a guy that see all the stuff that they put me through. Somebody I think is my guy. It's my guy. And then he didn't have the decency, to reach out to me and tell me. I would have respected it more like, yeah, bro, I know how bad they just did you, but they just offered me the JV job. So I want to sell my soul. Is that okay with you? Yeah, bro, it's okay, bro. But the fact that I didn't even get a call, that kind of hurt me because I'm a dude that's going to bat for all my coaching staff. Yeah. When I'm in all these meetings with my athletic director and the principals and they ask me all these questions, those are my guys. They're with me. So if you don't want them, you don't want me. So that kind of hurt me. But besides that, I'm on to bigger and better things. I'm still going to be coaching. A lot of people be asking me, are you going to retire? Why would I retire? Yeah. I didn't do enough to retire. Yeah, exactly. You got to do something to retire. So I'm not going to Anthony Bennett. I'm going to really dig back in. And y'all gonna see me back on the sidelines this winter for sure.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yes, sir.
Do you still have any students or ex-players that
Oh
reach out
God,
to you?
bro. Oh God, bro. So and this is another part of when you self-reflect, you look yourself in your mirror and then you get some confirmation. So I had a kid, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was a junior guard. He was going into his junior year when I met him. He stayed with us all summer, worked out, went to the tournaments. But I was explaining to him as we were approaching the fall, bro, there's a chance you might not make the team, okay? And it has nothing to do with how I feel about you as a kid, as a young man, but I have a job to do. And I ended up cutting this young man. And just last week, the young man texts me. He says, Coach Wilson, I just got my license. You want to go shoot hoops? And that made me take a step back. Like, wow, this is a kid you cut from the basketball team, but he looks at you still like somebody like, yo, it's a good dude. We built a good rapport. It wasn't personal. And we still have a relationship. So, yeah, I still talk to the guys that's on the team, some that graduated this year, and they understand what I was doing for them. I was trying to get them ready for the real world, a lot of accountability and, you know, becoming a young man. So
do you think
I could sleep good at night with that situation.
Oh, 100%. Do you think that players respect you more because you are willing to go that extra mile as opposed to just, or do you think it is, yo, just coach me, just give me the X's and O's?
And I think, I think it won't be every kid, but the majority of kids respect a coach that they can talk to when it's not basketball. Yeah. Like some coaches is like, yo, we got practice from 5 to 7. After that, bro, I'll see you tomorrow or see you at the game. I'm your basketball coach. I'm doing my job. I'm not mad at them. That's their job that the school district gives them. Yeah. I'm more than that, bro. I'm the coach that you can call when you just failed that test. Yeah. I'm the coach you could call where you might have just got some trouble at home and your parents might be on you. So let me talk to coach. And I think that helped me build relationships with these dudes because I'm more than just a guy that's here for a paycheck or here to just, you know, milk game. I was really caring about the kids and, you know, in their future, yeah.
So much respect to you. Now, we're going to get into kind of like a full circle reflection here. So when you think about yourself as a kid playing for your dad and now you're a coach leading kids, right? Is there any kind of like overlapping? Do you see yourself, do you see Coach Frank sometimes when you're doing shit? Like,
I do, but I don't because we don't have the same mannerisms. Okay. My dad is a guy who he's passionate and I love him for it, but his passion sometimes, if you're not his son, which is me, it will come off like, whoa. Me, I'm more of a, you know, I'm still passionate, but my delivery is a little bit different. Yeah. So I think watching how my dad coached me and seeing how he coached others, I see, all right, keep the passion, but just mix the delivery up a little bit and give him a hug at the end. It wasn't no hugs with my dad. This is what we doing. Either you with it or you not with it. It wasn't no democracy. It was a dictatorship. So I try to just take little pieces from what I learned from him and just, you know, mix it up a little bit.
Nah, for sure. So when people hear this and this story of just, you know, basketball as a jit, growing up into, you were born into basketball, now you're still continuing basketball. Is there anything you want to give? Like, we know plenty of people that just, me included, we like you said earlier, we had to tie up the sneaks and, you know, we got families and shit. I gained a lot of weight. We had to hang them up.
Right.
Is there anything you want to say to people who are still out here and know basketball? You know they got the IQ. You know they got the know-it-all to do it. Like, should there be more coaches out here? Are our age, your age, our age?
And I'm glad you asked me that because it's been bothering me, bro. It's bothering me because I see a lot of dudes, and I'm not mad at them. They still chasing their dreams, 30s, 40s, still playing basketball, whether it's semi-pro or intramurals or whatever. And I'm not mad at them, but I just wish we would pour more into the youth. Like, we had our time. I had my time. Y'all had your time. If you want to do that in your downtime, cool, but can we just give back a little bit more to the kids because their time is now. And again, it's not even about the basketball piece. It's about the mentorship. Yep. It's about because they probably looked up to you. I know they did. Them kids looked up to you because they was at your high school games. There's so many dudes I look like, yo, I used to be at your high school games, really wanted to put your jersey on. Like, y'all should give back more. Not saying you just got to jump into coaching, but just show your face at events. Like, let kids see that you care because the youth comes up fast, and we're going to need them before they need us. So let's start giving back. I feel like more of us should give back.
No, 100%, especially within sports, which is such a, I don't want to call it an easy outlet to give back, but if you come from sports and you've always been playing sports, like
it's comfortable.
That's what you know. But regardless, man, I appreciate you joining
Yes, sir.
me. This was the first episode of many to come.
Yes, sir.
You know, I enjoy talking basketball. That's a side that I really kind of retired. I don't really talk much about it. I love basketball so much, but to people that know me now, they literally don't know that the little Lance that was hooping,
getting busy
12 hours a day, every day. So to chop it up with someone who I respected so much,
Right, bro.
who've been something that I'm gonna say is just, bro, when I played you and the tandem of you and your pops, it really taught me how to play chess out there. I still remember one move you did, bro, that fucked me up because it was chess, and it like I was like, bro, like why the fuck haven't I thought about that? But it was you were literally like calling a phantom. It was a phantom drone. So the moment I think the screen's there, you're hitting me with this shit and you're gone. And I was like,
bro.
Bruh, face got me with that shit again. Like, but it made me start dialing in. It really made me start telegraphing everything, like playing one step ahead of everyone. That allowed me to introduce the no look passes, you know what I mean, just being able to be a better player because of shit like that. So again, man, I appreciate you as a human.
Appreciate y'all, bro.
The life lessons we learn from each other and just being in the system of fucking basketball at that time. Like what you were the class of
2015,
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So shit, anywhere from 2010 to 2016 for real is like the heyday to me.
Yeah.
So you know, just appreciate you joining me.
Yes, I appreciate y'all.
Story. So look out for Face, man. He got a lot to come.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot to come. This has been a great day. It's been a great fucking interview. Follow all the socials. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell your aunt, tell your grandma, tell your mom, tell your sister. You know what I mean? We need all the love we can get.
Yes, sir.
And we got a lot of love to give. So holla at y'all.
Peace.